Anybody that I was about to say recognize, like,
Yeah, everybody.
obviously. Yeah. Anybody that stands out to you, an episode that you would want to see?
I don't know. It's funny. It's funny because the first time we did this, you weren't doing these.
Yeah, you were. I don't know if
one of the first ones.
I think you might have been the first guy. This was back in Pilsen, where there was no video.
Yeah.
And no Polaroids. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and then the second one we did there's one.
Yeah. So you have. Yeah, you were there in the very beginning, Brian.
No, there. The second one we did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we got so many. It's funny how the page is sticky where Gabe Alviso is. What's up with that, buddy?
You got to talk to Gabe about that and his decision making when looking through the photo album.
I guess. No, I mean the one with Gabe is sticky. So I mean that would have been after Gabe was here.
Well, you don't know.
So,
maybe I put it in there. Maybe he took a look-see afterwards. I don't know. I'm not blaming Gabe for doing that. He's a nice guy.
He is.
It has been many a year. It's been 3.
A year. No, since we did this last?
Just since I've been in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
But since it's been about a year.
Yeah.
I like our yearly check-in with Brian Rowe.
See how life's going.
Yes.
Good.
Now, okay, that's good.
Things are on the upswing.
The upswing. Was last time, were you on a down?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Last time? No. No, I was depressed as hell all winter, but...
Yeah, winter will do that to you.
Yeah, and I grew my hair out, and then people have been like, you look better than you've ever looked. I'm like, oh, this is the cure for depression. Well, we found the cure. It's to be better than okay looking. Everyone's like, this is the best you've ever looked. I'm like, I just grew my hair out a little bit.
Are you gonna...
I'm just gonna let it go for a little bit.
Really? Have you ever done that before?
I mean, it was long in high school. Like, it was this long in high school, but I used to do the bangs. So it was like down to here.
Oh, the emo, so you had to flip?
Yeah, now it's not in my eyes. And people are like, this is the best you've ever looked. I'm like, I wish I'd known this in high school.
Yeah.
I wish I had this self-awareness.
I think there's something about long hair that is attractive.
It's androgynous, I think.
Do you think...
Because it's normally associated with women.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, well, he's not afraid to grow his hair out. Ah, kind of confident.
Yeah. Is androgyny sexy to you?
I think it's middle of the road, so people just don't know which way to tilt. So they just go, oh, they gotta be good looking. They don't look like anything. They look like both, so it works.
Yeah.
That's why people love Prince. They're like, oh yeah, he was a sex symbol. Because we couldn't tell which way he was swinging.
Yeah, Prince was outside of humanity. He was some sort of omnipotent figure, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he was... Dude, he was great at basketball. I know that.
I know. Okay, so what happened recently, because I know you're a hip-hop person, which, by the way, a little compliment. Every time I see a new set of yours, there always is an obscure hip-hop reference.
I try.
It makes me so happy.
I'm glad. No, it's just who I am. I just write about what I know.
The big 3.
Oh, it's so dumb. I hate this.
You hate this?
I've been listening to J. Cole's...
new album?
Yeah, I've just been listening to one song, though, because it's the best song. Ready 24 with Cameron.
Okay.
Make fun songs. What are we doing? You're in your 30s. Why are we beefing? That's insane to me.
Okay.
You're in your late 30s. What are we doing here? What, are you guys going to go fist fight in the street? Fucking just make fun songs or inspirational shit. Pick a lane.
For the uninitiated, we have, in the hip-hop community, we have what would to be considered, would you consider them the big 3, first off?
I guess as far as sales go, you'd go Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. As far as like sales and tours go, I guess those 3 are the top.
Okay, so...
I mean, Big Sean's as good of a rapper as him. He just doesn't care, like, to beef with people or put out as much music.
He also keeps getting railroaded by Kendrick.
Yeah, which is very funny. That's the most funny thing Kendrick does, is every time Big Sean tries to make a move, Kendrick goes, not today, my friend.
I'm going to take all the news headlines.
Yeah.
So, Kung Fu Kenny goes after Drake and J. Cole for the song First Person Shooter on Drake's latest album.
Yeah.
Essentially says, fuck y'all, I'm #1, the end.
Pretty much, yeah.
No response from Drake minus a...
Weird Instagram post.
Yeah.
Which is very on par for who Drake is as a person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that on par for Drake just being like the dude where people are like, yeah, it's women's rappers.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. I know he made like a little bit of a speech at one of his shows.
Yeah.
And then Cole was silent until today.
He released that. It's technically a mixtape. I looked it up. Yeah, he released, and like really only one of the songs really calls out Kendrick.
At the very end.
At the very end, yeah. It's very pointed at him.
Yes. Very
You're
clear.
like, oh, obviously you're talking about Kendrick.
Do you... So far, who's winning?
I mean, I guess if we had to pick a winner, Cole's entire song was better than Kendrick's one verse, but I mean, what are we doing?
You just don't want the beef
Just
at all.
go make some fun music. What are we... That'd be like me going on stage and making fun of a comic I hate when he's not in the room. It'd be like, who cares? Like, make the people laugh, make them dance, make them feel something, make them feel inspired.
Could you argue...
Make some sad songs, fuck it.
Could you argue that part of hip-hop is this, though? That's kind of the fun of hip-hop.
It can be, but I mean, does it have to be?
No.
No, I mean, if it's just in jest, sure. And also, definitely it's for record sales.
Yeah.
I mean, you think these guys aren't texting each other like, haha, these idiots. These fucking morons. Yeah, they're like, these idiots think we're actually mad at each other. Like, we just sold out every tour because these idiots can't read the room and tell that we're just pals texting each other. It's like a bit. They're basically running bits and no one realizes it.
I would say maybe between Cole and Kendrick, but Drake and Kendrick don't seem to actually like each other.
I don't know. I'm sure they don't really care. I mean, after a certain amount of money, how much can you really care?
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, do you really care that much that someone insulted you? I mean, let it go.
Was there anybody that you would want to battle? Like, what would it take for you to, like, sincerely do, like, a roast battle and it mean something?
Oh, no.
Okay, we'll just drop, no?
No, I mean, you don't even have to cut that. I just wouldn't do one. I mean, I grew up raised around savages, so when I go to insult someone, it's for the jugular. I go for, like, I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
People.
Yeah.
It's not for
like,
fun.
Like, it's a part of me I've worked very hard to sequester. Because I've had friends be like, yo, what the fuck did you just say to me? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I just realized I said that out loud too.
I've had a moment like that.
You've had a few moments
like that. I've had a few moments like that.
I've seen a few of them.
Yeah, I know the most recent one was at my own show.
Yeah, very fun. Very fun. I think about it sometimes.
It's not...
It's word vomit is what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's not... I always regret it.
Yeah.
But I don't... It's not...
You always do regret it, yeah.
Immediately after, I'm like, oh. But...
In your defense, those ladies were very rude.
I didn't... Okay.
And you weren't trying to say it mean, but you don't know how to say things in any other way.
Am I on the spectrum? What is that?
Probably. I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah. Comics
the spectrum of them, we're all on it, but yeah, definitely comics.
I want to say... Oh, God. I want to say it says something like it seems like she eats her feelings.
Yeah, so what happened was, I'll just break down.
Yeah, please do
that. I have a really good memory, and I watched the whole thing happen. There was 3 larger women in the audience at your show, and throughout the show they were talking to each other and eating flaming hot Cheetos out of a very large bag, and
as loud as possible.
As loud as possible. They actually had popcorn too. I kind of wish they shared. But I was sitting behind them, and like they were talking throughout the show and everything. And I was like, all right. It was like a decent crowd, and but they kept drawing the attention. And then you were on stage.
I think I went up last.
You went up last. for headlining. And the one lady said it was her birthday, which adds to the story. It is important. It was her birthday, and you were talking back and forth with her, and you're like, yeah, you haven't really been laughing. You kind of just been talking. And then she's like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm just like watching. He goes, oh, maybe you eat your feelings, I guess. And you meant it. Yes. I get how you meant it. Here's the thing. I get how you meant it.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like, oh, you're finding the joy in it, so you're eating. Is what you were trying to say, I think. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. I think that's what you were intending to say, but it came off as a, hey, you fat bitch. Why don't you laugh at something instead of shoving shit in your mouth? That's how it came off as. And they left. They immediately left. They stood up and left. And I was like, yep, that's how that was going to go. And that was kind of how I interpreted the whole interaction. I sat there and I was like, oh, I'm glad I got to watch this. I'm glad this wasn't me who said that.
I sincerely did not like them.
Oh, okay. So you did mean it insultingly.
Yes and no.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, he's not a bad guy. Maybe he's just trying to say it like this. And that speaks to me trying to find hope in people.
That's appreciated on your level. When it came to them, my other word vomits were not angry. Around you, they were not angry. No. But this particular moment, I did sincerely did not like them.
I thought you were just like, all right, I'll fuck around with them. You were mad at them? Okay. So it came off how you meant it.
I meant it to come off funny. pointed,
Relatively.
but yeah, like pointed but funny.
Yeah.
And it just did not.
No, it came
just
off
come
as
off very
exactly what you wanted. It came off as rude as shit.
It came off how my feelings felt.
I can feel that.
Yeah. And I don't even feel... I feel bad for everyone else in the audience who had to experience that, but I didn't feel bad for them.
It was uncomfortable for like a minute, and then they laughed, and then you cracked a joke or something.
Yeah, and then we kept going.
But yeah, no, it was definitely... There was a minute where I was like, this is uncomfortable.
You have these? You have these, right?
It's part of the growing process, I guess, but I don't really know if I so much have called a lady fat on stage.
Is that wrong?
No, I mean, here's the thing: is if someone's being rude, you gotta call out what you see. Like
sure.
if a dude's being a douche, and he's wearing a polo, you're gonna call him a douche.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's ways to tiptoe around it. I mean, that's part of the learning process, though. I think.
Yeah, and I think the main thing I'm learning is when I am emotional, just disengage.
That's a good way to deal with it. I mean, there's ways you could work around it to be funny, though. I think that's something that I'm still learning. Because I generally will just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna plow through my jokes. I don't care. And then, but like you can like. I mean, the point is everybody's there to have fun. So you can make it fun, and then if they keep being bothersome, then you could probably go at the jugular, I think. But like, you can make it fun. Like, you could work them into it. But I mean, also, that's exhausting, too. And also, you're like, I'm trying to end my show, I get it.
Yeah. I think that has been, in terms of comedy, and I want to get to you from this past year, but in terms of comedy for myself, this past year, the big thing for me is controlling of emotion. Like, my style is very emotional, and it's a double-edged sword. It works when it works, and it doesn't when it doesn't.
No, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's all comedy, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, it works when it works, and it doesn't.
It doesn't, oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean...
It feels like when I bomb, though, I bomb. Like, I don't feel like I have any...
personally?
No, I just... It's just an extreme. When I do really well, I do really well. But when I bought like
highs and lows.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is that's how everybody feels. I'm telling you right now, if you go listen to your sets, you'll be like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And then if you listen to me, you go, that wasn't as great as I thought it was.
It's fair.
I have a lot of those where I go, oh, I thought I did better there. I guess not.
Yeah.
And you listen to you go, oh, okay. Most of these are mediocre.
How have you been the past year?
I've been all right, up and downs. A lot of downs over the winter. Worked through them.
Were the downs because of the winter, or was it because?
It was a lot of different things. It was a lot of things culminating into. It was some disappointments in myself. That's funny, right? Taking notes. What are you, my therapist? You're my therapist.
That's how I'm gonna treat this. You know, I'm sure your therapist doesn't call people fat.
Actually, he might. My therapist is a savage dog. He'll say shit to me where I'm like, damn, should you be saying that?
Ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean ups and downs. You know, I mean. Dealing with a lot of stuff. Dropped a special a year ago. Didn't go as well as I wanted it to. Pretty disappointed in myself. Had to work through that. Yeah, that was bad. I was pretty bummed about that. I mean, I don't blame anyone but myself.
Did the set not go well?
No, I mean, I filmed 2 sets 2 Septembers ago. It came out last April 13th. And it went. I mean, it like got a lot of views at first, and then it tapered off. I learned a lot of things. I'm trying to take things as learning experiences now with everything I do. So like, I did this special. It looked like it was gonna do well when it started, then it just tapered off. And I did it with a company. I love the dudes. They're great dudes. They did a great job producing it. In retrospect, should have just put it out on my own YouTube instead of on theirs, because they released so many videos that got sequestered. Like, cause if it were on mine, then it would have just been the one thing on mine, and that's where all the traffic would go. But like, because it was on theirs, at first it got a lot of traffic, then it tapered off because they have so many videos that it kind of got pushed away. So that was a learning experience. My mom actually made fun of me for it. Well, not really made fun of me. She told me to quit comedy, which, yeah. No, I mean, my mom, I love my mom. She just doesn't get dreams. So, I mean, she had a weird upbringing. But, yeah, she was kind of, it was funny. She was like, wasn't that supposed to be your big break? She's like, what, you're going to keep doing this? Yeah, I mean, I listened to a podcast recently where Stefano was like, where he's like, how could your parents ever get your insane dreams? They're like, they just wanted to keep you safe. So that's where she looks at it from. She just sees this as an unsafe path, which I get. It's not her. But, yeah, no, I mean, no one can see the vision for your life except you. I've come to accept that. That's something I've learned. But yeah, no, it didn't do well. I was pretty disappointed in it. I was pretty bummed. Kind of took a lot of breaks over this past year. Because I also was hitting mics last year. The last 2 years I was hitting mics instead of just dealing with all this shit in my head. So I was just like, oh, I'll just go do this thing that makes me happy. And then I won't have to deal with the things that are making me sad. And I was literally just burying myself with comedy instead of like handling all my problems inside. Like personal relationship problems, family problems. I was just like, all right, I'll just do 1,000 mics, and then I'll do every show, and I'll never feel any emotion except joy. But then you bomb, and you go, oh man, that thing sucked, and you stop and you think, oh god, everything sucks. So that was kind of how the last year went. And I took time off. I tried to take days off here and there, and I took a whole week off in March to kind of work through shit in my head. Really helped.
How did it?
Really helped. Yeah, no, it helped. Well, I kept dreaming about being on stage, so I was like, okay, I really want to do this. I miss it after taking a week off. So, I mean, I'm kind of trying to find a balance, I guess, of this thing that brings me a lot of joy, and then also living a life outside of it. It's a weird thing to do.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I want to do 10 years down the road, I want to do a compilation thing of just watching your progress.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
140?
Oh, Jesus, we're old.
Yeah, my hair's great. Dude, my hair's been going great since I was 19. I've been telling people that. Literally, since I was 19, I've been like, my hair's starting to go gray. And people are like, no, it's not. I'm like, it is. And then, like, 3 years later, I'm like, my hair's really starting to go gray. And people are like, no, it's not. We can't see any gray hair. I'm like, I look in the mirror every fucking day, dude. I see where the grays are coming in. This past year, people have been like, holy shit, you have a lot of gray hair. I'm like, I've been saying this for years. I've been watching it come in. I know.
The longer your hair gets, the more pronounced.
Well, that's the thing is I was getting it faded. I was getting the sides faded over since last year because I'm like, you can't tell if it's faded. And then like over the winter I grew out and someone was like, doesn't look bad.
Yeah, gray's not bad. It can look distinguished if you.
Emily Ogle always goes, you got them salt and peppers, baby. I'm like, thanks, Em.
When we first did this, I distinctly remember you making a point to not deal with what was in your head. Yeah. And
I was terrified of dying.
Yeah.
Still am. Still a panic attack. Less frequent.
That's good.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get back into the dying.
Oh yeah.
That'll be interesting. But what made you come to the place where you decided, let me take a second? Like, was there a moment where you were like, let me take a second and I need to process this?
I'm trying to think. Last July I was in New York. Mm-hmm. And, well, this is different. I was doing a bunch of sets. But I was in New York. I don't know. I guess I probably just had to take breaks because I burnt out. In July I was in New York. And I was doing shows out there. And I was talking to my buddy who was there, Brendan Lemon. And he was like, man, you're really happy right now. I'm like, yeah, I think it's because I'm not working. I think it's because I'm like away from work. And he goes, no, it's probably because you slept more than 6 hours in a night. I'm like, oh yeah, that too.
What was your normal? Oh, let me do.
I get 4 to 6 hours of sleep at night.
Do the thing. I hate. It's so stupid.
You could get a camera that doesn't do that.
It would be great to do that, but we're not here yet.
Hey, for anyone watching, he just had to do a jump cut. You're gonna see it in editing.
Yeah, and
you'll see it in post.
My podcast is the most slapped together piece of shit.
But you're doing it. Here's the thing. You're doing it. I keep saying, me and Nisha keep being like, we're gonna start a podcast, and then neither of us take the initiative. I have 10 sketches that I've written. They're all really well written. And I haven't filmed a single fucking one of them. Because I can't take the initiative. Because I have no energy, Aaron. I'm tired all the time. I work a fucking job I don't want to do. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not going to want to do any day job.
Sure.
No matter what it is. It drains the shit out of your energy. Especially sitting in an office. Mm-hmm. But I'm tired all the time. I get like 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Because I go out to mics. And my body's so used to being up till midnight now. I can't go to sleep before then. Mm. And I got to get up at like 6:30, 7:30.
When you can't
go to this job. I don't smoke weed, so freak me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm tired all the time, and like that was the thing is I was doing all these mics and shit, and then I realized when I took a break, my body kind of has crashed. I think it was because of the winter too, and being bummed out and not getting energy from the sun. Where I was like, oh man, I don't have the energy to keep this going. Where I'm just running the mics and like trying to write, and then trying to figure out how to film this stuff. So like, I'm trying to figure out a way. I just noticed this Kendrick Lamar poster. I'm trying to figure out a way.
I feel like this is something you would like.
Well, yeah, I also feel like that's why you're partial to Kendrick.
I'm biased. It's between
West
Kenny.
Coast, baby.
I don't know what all of this was. It's between Kenny and Cole for me.
Oh,
I actually don't even listen to Drake.
Wow, I respect that. I do, because I'm a fucking girl. I'm a broad in the club, dude. Give me that emotional music. I don't even care. Give me emotional music and club beats. But what I was saying before I got distracted because I have ADHD. Yeah, no, dude. It's I mean, you only have so much energy, man, and like especially when you get out of your 20s, it's like
keep talking.
No, I got you. Once you get out of your 20s, man, it's kind of like, oh boy, I'm tired all the time now. Also, I wasn't working out. What's this?
It's a fidget ring.
Ooh.
It's so satisfying.
Here's the thing, I would never wear this because I don't like rings. I refuse, even that just makes me nervous. After hearing what happened with fucking,
what happened?
With Fallon, where he degloved his fucking finger. Do you know what that is?
Whoa, what?
So like first off, I'm not even gonna bring that up. Jimmy Fallon might be an alcoholic. But,
that's possible.
But, he fell, and his finger caught the edge of a table and ripped all the skin off. It's called getting degloved. Yeah, and because of that, I'm like, never putting a ring on this finger.
Jesus.
I would get a tattoo. If I ever get married, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm not fucking...
Well, you've made me concerned about my new fidget ring.
Yeah, I don't wear rings. I don't wear any jewelry, really. I don't even wear watches. I wear them for, like, special events, but that's it.
Would you get a grill?
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a grill. Shout out to our buddy Ken Flores, who has one.
Ken Flores has a grill now?
Yeah, he just bought one.
Yeah, he's on that level. Ken made it to that level.
He went to Houston.
He got it from Johnny Day?
I think.
That's crazy.
I think he did. Yeah.
That is fucking...
He got a sick grill. Speaking of which, I was just looking at
he is in a... Yeah. That, isn't it... I know we're jumping all over it. We'll get back to your life, but I was talking to Kyron about that. Like, the surreal part of working in this, knowing someone like that.
Yeah, like watching someone get famous.
Yeah.
Jeff Asmus.
Is he getting famous?
Yeah. He's big. He just toured Europe. He's big. He's probably a little bigger than Ken.
Really?
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah.
That's such a. It's just a surreal experience.
Yeah. No, I mean it is, but it isn't. I mean that's the nature of it.
Yeah.
Rise, flows.
You're so zen recently.
Yeah, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be better.
I support it.
Thanks.
So.
I'm trying to go with the flow. I realized that was my problem.
You weren't going with the flow.
Yeah, I realized my problem was I was trying to be controlling of things in my life, which I've come to see a lot of people in my family have that issue, and it's negatively impacted all their lives. And I'm like, oh, I need to learn to let things go that I can't control and just do what I can.
I think that's a valid way of approaching things.
It's the only way of approaching things I've come to realize. Because when you try to control too much, then it just... First off, you can't control other people. I learned that. I'm like, other people are going to do what they're going to do. And you got to react to it how you're going to react. But like trying to be like, oh, I could change them, or I could do this, or what if I did that? That's not going to happen. Just react to how it goes. Let it go. Sometimes you got to let people go. Sometimes they're worth holding on to. That hit you deep?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. I've learned the hard way. Sometimes you just got to let people go. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I give some context to this. Oh, let me...
Is it a lady? Or is it a friend?
No, a friend.
Oh, yeah. One of my... I have no problem saying this. One of my best friends was my cousin growing up, and we haven't talked in over a year because our family had a lawsuit problem.
Do you want to get into?
We don't have to go into the details.
Yeah, the details of the lawsuit is probably a lot.
But yeah, no. But, we haven't talked... And I didn't even fucking say anything to him. Yeah. It was our parents who had the problem. I was like, I don't know. Like, him and my cousin got in an argument, then he just blocked me and everything. I was like, what? And here's the thing. That ain't on me, man. He's got to work through his own shit. If he comes around, I'd fucking still love him. I still want the best for him.
I feel that. I feel that about the people I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah.
Where
it's hard.
Yeah, you just want... It's frustrating watching somebody shoot themselves in the foot over and over again, and you can't do...
Yeah, no, one of my really good friends is like, kind of has an addictive personality, and like I'm watching him struggle with stuff, and like he just won't change. And I'm like, there's nothing, like you won't go to therapy. I've suggested all this shit, and he won't. And like I've told him like nothing changes until you do, man. And he's like, oh man, stuff's not working out. I'm like, because you aren't making changes. And I was like, you gotta change for things in your life to change.
That's okay. Cool. Sorry, this is a new setup.
You're good.
I wish...
Life's process, baby.
Yeah.
Trial and error. You're doing fine.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
So the whole balance of going to work, going to mics, and you want to do other projects. I tried to. Tell Nishad I still want to make the cartoon with him.
Oh, okay. I'll text him right after this.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
He's not going to.
Bitch, why aren't you making this cartoon?
It's so.
And he's like, oh man, I'm trying.
I think that's the difficult thing I run into with working in groups.
Yeah.
What's
the thing with being a stand-up, right? It's you. It's just you. There's no one else to blame. There's no one else to control. And we have a hard time branching to other projects because of that, because you want to be in control. I mean, that's a part of stand-up is like, and it speaks to me as a controlling person, is like, because I love it so much, because it's like, well, everyone has to shut up and listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a part of that is, and also I'm a perfectionist, so that's the other reason I haven't filmed any of these sketches. I'm like, it's not going to look the way I want it to. I don't want to fucking do it. But I mean, trial and error, you kind of have to
just do
fuck up,
yeah,
and then figure it out from there.
Yeah, that's Did I tell you I made a short film?
I think you told me you were working on one.
Did I tell you it's done?
Oh yeah.
So I'll show it to you at the end of this.
Hell yeah. Sneak peek. You guys didn't get to see it.
Oh, that's been posted for like.
Oh god damn it.
Nobody's watching it. Every time I see comments like,
and here's something I was gonna tell you. You need to change the way you're doing social media.
Okay.
I respect how you post every day, and on TikTok because you're trying to grow the following, but to some extent it's neurotic, and you should have a separate TikTok page just for this podcast clips. I have two. I have one for me talking to the camera like a lunatic, which we all do these days.
It's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Everyone's ego's through the roof. We all think we're worth listening to. But then I have a separate one that's just stand-up clips and sketch clips.
You mean like essentially diversify?
Yeah.
Like a pocket
of... And you want to know where I learned that from? OnlyFans chicks. OnlyFans chicks have like 20... They have 20 different TikTok accounts of them just thirst trapping because it reaches more people that way. And then if one gets banned...
Then they have the backups.
Yeah.
You're right. Just start. I'm a preface with you're right.
Thank you. That's something I'm working on too. Is I'm working on not being right all the time, even though I always am. God damn it! It's such a curse.
I think this in the same way you have an issue with procrastination on these. I procrastinate on stuff like that. Like, I'll just make another account. Yeah.
It's so fast and easy to do though.
It is. I don't want to do it.
You can't do it?
I just, there's certain things that I'm very good at being impulsive and just doing it. And then other things like making accounts. Like if it involves a fucking email, I just don't want, if I gotta type in another fucking email, I gotta make another password.
Oh no, just make the same password.
Yeah, it's.
Also, once it's open, you just flip back and forth between them.
Everything you're saying is right.
Yeah.
On a person,
what you gotta do is you gotta set a time frame out.
Okay.
To be like, okay, I'm gonna do these, and I'm really bad about this because my ADHD is so bad. I've been thinking about black holes lately for no reason. Like whenever I get bored, I started thinking about gravity and special relativity, and I started thinking about, I started thinking about time travel, and then I started thinking about black holes. It's a whole thing, dude.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, it's things that fascinate me.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you gotta see there. I'm just gonna went on a tangent. But you gotta fucking set out time and be like, okay, I'm doing these specific things. I'm trying to be better about that because for a while at the beginning of the year I was writing down there's a personal goal I want to do today, there's an exercise goal I want to do today, there's a comedy goal I want to do today. And it was those three things, and I would mark down if I got them done. But then you also have to be like, okay, I'm gonna set this time out to do it. But also I get so distracted so easily. So that's one of my problems. I'll be like, oh, I should rewatch all of Invincible in 2 days.
It's so good.
I just rewatched every single episode in 3 days just so I could watch the finale of the second season. And I've already seen the first season 4 times.
Is that would you say that's your fit? Is that something you would want to make in terms of creativity?
Cartoon?
Yeah,
maybe down the road. I mean, and superhero shit. Maybe I got a few ideas for movies right now that I'm kicking around that I need to sit down and type out. But yeah, no. I mean, I would love to do TV movies. I got a bunch of sketch ideas I'd love to make into I'd love to have a sketch show or something. But there's 2 movie ideas I'd love to make. One of them's a Wolfman idea. The werewolves fascinate me.
People haven't done werewolves in a minute. What's going on with why werewolves?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to do a modern take on the Wolfman.
With a cell phone, he walks around.
Not so much that. Just more set in a modern city, versus that old Transylvania
London.
shit. Yeah. Who cares? Let me see it in Chicago. What's that look like? What's a Wolfman in Chicago look like?
Getting shot.
Probably was that would be so dumb. Hey, fuck you. Just getting sprayed.
Wolfman doesn't work in America because we have just too many guns.
Silver bullets.
Yeah.
But
man.
silver's hard to get in this country. And gold. If you're not a billionaire.
You okay, I have a few things written down. I want to get to, so I'll transition into the, watch me do my job.
Smooth. You are a good interviewer, I'll say that, man. I very much respect how you interview.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes when I need to work through things, I'll imagine you interviewing me and then I'll answer the questions I need to answer. Or Joe Rogan.
That's, yeah, Joe.
Because I'm a lunatic.
Joe Rogan's not my favorite person in the world, but goddamn is he good at what he does.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I can actually say very confidently about myself through doing this.
Yeah. But when you started, were you?
I'd have to listen back to it. Probably not as good.
No, you weren't as good.
Yeah.
So, what's that tell you? You just need to go make
Brian Rose always right.
You just need to go make this cartoon and figure it out.
I want to make...
Did you ever go listen to your old stand-up sets?
Yeah.
I listen to my first one every once in a while just to bum me out and be like, God, you were so bad and you thought you were so good, you idiot.
To remind...
But then you go, oh, look at the growth. Like, that's the thing I'm struggling with right now in comedy. Is I filmed this special, didn't do that well, but I'm so much better now than I was then because I've learned like, oh, I can articulate things different, I can say things, I can do voices, I can change my speech pattern, I can
act outs.
I can do act outs and shit. So I've been thinking about bringing back a lot of those jokes, but I'm struggling with it because a lot of what I've done, I've been like, oh, well, you let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go back? What are you looking at? Checking to make sure the mic's recording? Looks like it is.
It's not.
It's not? Oh, that's awesome.
Fuck.
That's so dope.
God damn it. And we're still good. This is picking up everything, but the audio is going to be fucking trash, dude.
Hey, it's okay, buddy.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Let me express my feelings real quick. Okay.
Go ahead. This is going to be funny.
I'm so fucking annoyed. And you
At yourself?
Yeah, you keep holding the mic if you want. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Is it not recording?
It's not recording. The card is full.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So...
That's even...
Yeah, you keep holding the mic. Whatever.
Because it's funny. It's
fuck.
Bit.
So...
Do you have multiple SD cards?
No. Okay, here's the problem I've been running into.
Mm-hmm.
The film keeps
So you sync the audio with the...
I have to sync the audio with the camera.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I suck at that.
That's why I do the bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, so the amount of episodes where the video gets corrupted or whatever bullshit, and so I have to save those just in case that happens to re-upload it, but then this shit happens. Fucking St. James had a great episode.
Yeah.
He had a great episode, and it got fucking corrupted.
Damn. Bro.
And like halfway through it got corrupt, so I gotta redo his. It's
a part of the process, brother. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Fidget that ring, dude. Fidget that ring. It's gonna be okay, man.
Alright, well your audio's gonna be trash. I'm sorry, Brian.
It's fine, who gives a shit? Was it great was it ever gonna be great? If I'm speaking, is it really gonna be that great?
I think watching your process and growth has been great. But
thanks, buddy.
You
too. And here's the thing. This is all a part of it. And you gotta trust the process.
Fuck!
Yeah, I get it. Trust me. There's no one gets more upset at me than me.
Fuck. Anyway, transitioning, balancing. That's the thing I've been trying to do. So I've been talking to a young lady. And that's been going
romantically?
Well. Yes.
Okay.
And that's been going well, and that's terrifying.
Ah, I see. Because you're not used to things working out like that?
I know more that it become very easy to get comfortable and not do comedy.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's a part of the balance, though, and that's part of a conversation you gotta have with her.
She, by the way, super supportive, totally, she's dated a musician, she gets it.
Okay.
She gets it, it's a personal thing. She's like, yeah, no, do your thing. And internally, I'm like, yeah, but I want to just sit, and I don't want to go anywhere. And I'm pushing through that.
I get that. I mean, there's days, I've had a lot of days recently where I'm like, I don't want to go do a mic.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that I'm inspired to do, nothing new that's like crazy. And here's the thing, like when you get to a certain level, you're like, I could just go up and do my old stuff and I know it's going to work. Like, cause I'm like, okay, these jokes are for sure going to work. But then, I mean, a part of the growth is going out, doing stuff that's going to bomb, and then maybe you'll find inspiration. I mean, I'll say there was a period, like when I was doing all those open mics, my brain was constantly writing because that's the mode it gets into where it's like, oh, new jokes. And new jokes do feel better, but I'm trying to learn to sit with old jokes and be like, okay, let's get these really good. Let's get these worked out. Let's form these up. Let's make sure this isn't dog shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, it was good enough. Like, I'm gonna make it as good as possible, and then keep going with it for a little while.
Do you plan on filming again sometime soon?
Nope, not anytime soon.
You just building material.
I just building material, and that's the other thing is like I post clips. God, I hate that you have to post clips online. I post clips online, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that anymore because now it's out to the public. But it's like not enough people saw it for there not to be a reason to do it. But it's like I filmed it already and typed out all the goddamn words.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, but I guess I'll keep doing it because I know it's gonna crush in this room.
It's
the weirdest place. It's the most successful. Comedy's at a place where the people who are doing it successfully are at a level that it's the most successful you could have been at. But there's so many people doing it, and it's the most exhausting it could be to try to get to that level.
Yeah. Do you think we're in another comedy bubble?
Oh yeah, everything's always a bubble.
Do you think
everything's always building? It's all just a cycle.
Do you think we're in the cycle where it might pop? Because right now I do feel this sense of there was did you see the guy who posted in the Facebook?
Very funny.
Yeah.
Did you read all the comments?
I saw some.
So Adam Quaswell had the funniest comment.
What did he say?
Did you read his comment? Dude, he had a comment, I don't even know the whole thing, but the gist of it was like, he's like, there's people who have been doing this professionally since you were cum. Which is a hilarious line.
Yeah.
And he's like, trust me, dude, you're not anywhere near ready to not have a job. And to the kid's point, like, I'd like read through his shit, like, he wasn't saying he was going to quit his job. He was just like, oh, I'm going to try to be a comedian now, which I guess, I mean, I get that, like, the inspiration came from not losing your job, but like,
go to an open mic then.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and like a lot of people are like, dude, if you just want to be an internet guy, be an internet guy. Don't come into our group.
That's what. Let me do the thing, and I know it's not gonna matter, but just in case. Stupid clap.
Make that ass clap. Round of applause.
Oh, he wants to be. To me, the vibe I got was you want to be internet famous.
That's what everybody wants now, isn't it?
I don't want that shit.
Bro, my little sister's a teacher, and she was like, oh, I just want my TikTok to get big so I get asked to go places for free. Like, cause like if you're like a Chicago influencer, people are like, oh, we'll come to our place and make a video and you can have stuff for free. I'm like, just live your life. Yeah,
this shit is getting dystopian.
Yeah, but everything always pops. Yeah. It always bounces back.
So yeah, I guess I'm excited for whatever's happening in comedy pops, and the people who are just making it bigger than it needs to be go the fuck away. Cut the fat. That's where I'm at with it.
I mean, now that because of social media, it'll always be too many people now. Because of it's in the public eye, it'll always be too many people now. That's just how it is. It's so accessible now with everybody having camera phones. But it will get to a point where it's like, oh, this is clearly someone who's good at this versus this is... Or it won't. Or it'll just keep going like this.
You know, man, we go with the flow, man. We play with our fidget finger until it rips off our skin.
Have you heard... good callback.
Yeah.
Have you heard Seth Rogen's quote? I think about it often.
From Diary of a CEO?
Is that what that is? It was a podcast.
He did a podcast with a somber British guy. What was the quote?
Where he goes, if you quit, you won't make it. If you don't, you might. I mean, that's really all it comes down to.
Yeah. And I think that, to go back to the whole relationship stuff, I think that I just have to remind myself, well, I really like this person and whatever.
See where it goes. The fuck, why not?
Yeah. But if I quit comedy, I know. If I quit comedy to make time for my relationships or do other shit, I know there will be bitterness and resentment held in the future.
This is an argument I get with my mom. My mom's always like, you can't date someone if you spend all your time doing comedy because people want to spend time together. And they do. But also you need time apart from each other. And that's the healthiest way to have a relationship. You can't be, especially at the beginning. So I think the healthiest way to go about it is to figure out that balance. And then, I mean, communication's key in relationships, right? And to be like, hey, I need you here this day, and be like, okay. And like if they could be like, this is why I need you here. We need to spend time like this together on these days. If that works, then you could be like, hey, I have to do this these days.
Yeah.
Because I have shows. That's another point. Is like, not to, whatever, but the comedy scene right now to me is in a lull. The Chicago comedy scene. It's not like in a place where I'm like, ooh, everything's fucking dope. Like to me, I'm looking around. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I guess mics are coming and going. Same people keep getting booked on shows. That's the ebb and flow of it. That's natural. That's always gonna happen. But for me, it's like, all right, I'm doing less mics and I'm focusing more on trying to get on more shows by just like reaching out to people, which is exhausting. The amount of people I personally know who have left me on red, where I'm like, I know you personally and you're ignoring me. This is fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, whatever, but that's a part of it, and you kind of learn. So for me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna keep plugging away at it, but I'm also trying to do more road stuff. And like just have it so like these days are set out where it's like, all right, I'm for sure doing comedy these days. And also if you get longer sets, it's better than doing like short choppy sets at mics, because then it's like you can't really build stuff. Like New York comics will tell you that's wrong, because New York comics will be like, no, you want short, fast, punchy jokes. But I'm like, no, I tell stories.
Yeah.
And it works for me. So like, and I can write short, fast, punchy jokes, but it's like I'd rather have like these stories that work. And also you could do like, you could have like a 2-minute story and still have a bunch of punches in it. I mean, so it's all just like, we're throwing darts, man. Just figuring it out.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's finding the balance, and that thing where like scheduling that has helped with this person. And then I think you know about this, the thruple stuff, triad stuff. Oh, you don't know?
Triad?
Yeah.
The gang?
Yeah. I decided to join the triads. This is what this tattoo is actually about.
You're in the triad now?
Yeah, I'm actually Filipino, so technically I'm Asian. And I'm
so you're allowed in?
Yeah.
No,
I'm playing.
I was like, no way. I was like, first off, that's not how that works. Because it was a very distinct. I was like,
it's Japanese.
It's Japanese. Well, no, that's the Yakuza. Triad's China.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And here's the thing. That's how I knew you. I was like, dude, he's got to be full of shit. I'm like, because I was like, they don't let Filipinos in the triads.
Yeah, they don't really respect the Filipinos.
They don't. No, they also don't let anyone that isn't in their culture in their gangs.
Yeah.
The Yakuza specifically. Also, if you're gonna go Asian culture that does tattoos, Yakuza. Yakuza is where tattoos is.
That's the Japanese.
Yeah.
They have beautiful tattoos.
Yeah, but also you're not allowed in certain places with them because of the gang affiliation.
Makes sense.
Shibuya, you aren't allowed in certain places.
Shibuya?
Shibuya, it's a place in Japan.
Yeah, I just know that.
I have my tattoos in Shibuya. It's a Frank Ocean lyric.
Do you have tattoos?
No. Like, and I have a second cousin who's like one of the best tattoo artists in the city.
You should get a tattoo.
Shout out to John Bass Art. John Bass Art. I don't know how he pronounces it.
A tattoo on your face.
No, I was thinking about getting a laughing heart on my wrist. Oh, not my wrist, on my forearm.
A laughing heart?
I designed it. It's my favorite poem. It's a Charles Bukowski poem. Yeah.
It's literally the poem, or you want?
No. I like designed, like, I have it on my phone. I can show you.
Okay. While you're bringing it up, the triad, thruple, 3 people in one relationship.
Yeah, I know what a thruple is.
Yeah. That's...
When you call it a triad, I'm like, the gang?
Yeah, no, that's another word for it.
I was like, you joined a gang? I designed that myself.
And do you want it to look like sketchy, or do you want?
Yeah, I want it to be like that, and I want it to be like right there.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's I think getting a tattoo is a fun experience. It's a thing that just sticks with you, obviously.
It never leaves.
Fucking yeah. Unless you're
like or willing to pay a lot of money.
Yeah. I only have one tattoo. I don't regret it, the tattoo itself, but I regret the placement.
Okay.
Yeah. So be careful with the placement.
Yeah, I get that.
But the thruple thing. Yeah.
You were dating 2 people at once?
No, that's what we're doing right now.
Oh.
This girl and I are looking for a third person.
How's that going?
Good. It's been interesting. Going out on like 3-way dates has been
fascinating.
Yeah. We went out on one with one girl who it was awful. It was awful. You know when you...
Bro, that's a cool experience to have with another person, though.
It's awesome.
Is to have a bad first date with another person. Like,
on the drive back, we were like, fuck this bitch. We didn't even like her anyway. Like, it was so cathartic.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool, like, rather than just telling someone else about the experience, to have the experience with another person.
Yeah.
So You talk about what was wrong with them. That's fucking great.
That's
a good. You should write. You should talk about that on stage. That's funny.
I do. I'm in this place about talking where I want to talk about it, but it's so much. It's the same thing I feel about the death shit. Yeah. Where I'm like, there is so much inside baseball that you don't.
It's easy to navigate when you figure out how to navigate inside baseball shit. So you have to build the knowledge for them.
Make jokes that express the context of it.
Yeah, so you have to build the context around it, or you could just turn to a story.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm in a throuple. If you know what that is, ask your weirdest friend.
Yeah.
Ask your friend who's in an unhappy relationship looking to get out.
It's been interesting. It's been nice. Yeah. Because there's sometimes when you have bad days. Sometimes you have good ones, and you all just hang out and just chill. Mm-hmm. Financially speaking, I mean, we've talked about what does that look like financially, and that helps. Three incomes are better than two.
3 incomes are better than 2. Better than 1.
Yeah. I think I definitely feel misunderstood when it comes to that.
As in, people don't get it?
People either don't get it or they're
judgmental?
Judgmental, yeah.
I think we're in a time where it's the most normal for that kind of thing.
This is true.
I mean, it will inevitably fail.
You think it will?
Everything does, but... let's add another person. Relationships are going so well normally.
I mean, I think...
No, I mean, I'm just joking around.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. I mean, I think it's all... I don't know. I mean, there's a reason divorce rates are as high as they are, so fucking, might as well try something different,
See if something else works. I'm setting this up to show you the movie when we're done.
Oh, cool. You got a whole little studio in this studio.
Yeah.
Hey.
Stupid.
Actually, I'm kidding. He lives in a mansion. Everyone, believe me, he lives in a mansion.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. No, but I should make material about it. I should.
You should. No, you should make material about everything going on in your life. Write a story right now that I'm telling on stage. Murders.
What is it about?
It's about this thing I did that I'm not proud of.
Okay.
It was about I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Okay.
When it gets released, it's gonna be only in stand-up context.
Is it as bad as my the moment of where my little slip?
Where you called a lady fat?
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
Is it as bad as that?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, that's good.
It's not like it's an illegal thing. It wasn't illegal. It was just a weird thing I did.
Okay.
And I'm not super proud of it.
Mm.
And it's a very funny story.
Okay.
Everyone who hears the story goes, "God damn, that's funny," and they're like, and then they have some other things to say about it.
I am definitely going to have to hear this story.
Yeah, it does so well on stage. I'm telling people in person.
Oh, god damn.
Johnny Two Cellos?
No, it was an accident.
I was like, that's your YouTube page? Wait, I was like, are you secretly a famous white guy?
Yeah, and I just rip off my fucking black
That would be wild.
Yeah, what if this is the greatest blackface of all time?
Oh, boy. Someone else is coming on your territory.
Who? What?
Did you see that? It said the Journey podcast.
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, these dumb white boys.
Yeah, on the dead homies.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I did see this.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah, with Aaron Chase.
Yeah.
Or not Aaron Chase. Aaron Klein. Oh,
and Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we watched it again afterwards. I don't remember it.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That's how you know you made a good movie when someone doesn't. When it's 6 minutes.
Well, I remember seeing it and being like, oh, nice. I probably skimmed through it if we're being honest. I have a hard time watching anyone else who does comedy stuff.
That's fair. It's what's frustrating about movies.
522 views in 3 weeks isn't bad.
Yeah.
That's solid.
It's just
for a 6-minute video. That's solid.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's just the amount of work it took to make.
Yeah.
It was a year of work.
I get that. My special had 1,000 views, 1,500 views in a day, and now it's only at 13,000. Yeah.
I'm trying not to be negative. I'm trying not to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's just sometimes I get frustrated with the game of this.
Yeah, I mean, all of life's a game though. You work a day job, right?
I do.
Yeah. How many egos do you deal with at your day job?
I've seen some shit.
Yeah, bro. Dude, the amount of people in construction where I'm like, why do you have an ego? We work in fucking construction.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, this is everywhere. So granted, it's on a larger scale in comedy because you have to be a lunatic to think you're important enough for people who want to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's not. I mean, it's largest in entertainment and politics is where egos are really stand out. Because like this insane to like want to be the president is the most insane fucking thing to be like, I deserve all the power.
Yeah.
And then to be like, oh, I deserve everyone to listen to me or see me in movies. It's like an insane thing to think, but I mean,
the type of person that yeah.
But it's also like, you know, it's in the human condition.
Yeah. You're going to paintball, right? Next week?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Saturday, tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Fuck you.
I swear to God, it's tomorrow. St. James' birthday is tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, tomorrow. Paintball.
Oh no.
Yeah, tomorrow's the 6th, right?
No.
Yeah. He just texted me.
Get the fuck. No. It's not. No.
It's tomorrow, dude. I swear it's tomorrow. Let me see, St. James. Yeah. This Saturday. Yeah, he texted me yesterday.
Fuck. No.
Man, so many bad moments for you in this.
Fuck, dude.
This is fun. Why? What are you going on tomorrow? Busy?
Yes. God, I thought it was the 13th.
It's at 11 a.m.
No, I thought his. Fuck! I thought his birthday.
His birthday might be next week, but he's doing it tomorrow. And then you going to the party?
That's what. Oh my god. No, okay, so he said having a house party next week for my birthday, but he said that on Sunday.
Oh, he meant. Oh, he fucked up. He meant to say this week.
Hey man, when is the.
I'll just. Here.
You want. I think the podcast is over.
No. We're going to have him on real quick. This is funny. This is actually very funny to keep in.
God damn it.
Just so much bad news just breaking for you constantly today.
I'm just... and I can't... Fuck! Oh, man. Wow.
What's up, homie? I'm sitting here with Aaron Chase. Technically, you're on the podcast. I don't know if he's going to keep this in.
I will. I don't...
This is so fun.
Fuck. God damn it.
The paintball's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Fuck!
He thought it was next week for some reason.
Well, it's tomorrow. Tell him to come through.
Hey, you're on speaker, but he said come through.
Alright, cool. Hey, come through.
Okay, let me... Hold on. Let me
gotta
look at
figure
this.
out some stuff.
Yeah.
Party's tomorrow too, right?
Stop. What'd you say?
Party's tomorrow too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron, stop playing, bro. Who's done more for you than Cindy Bundy?
Oh, fuck.
Don't do me like that.
Dude. I just hate everything. I just hate everything.
All right, I'll talk to you later. You got me on the show tomorrow, right?
Fuck.
You want to watch? You want to watch Purdue beforehand? All right, we'll figure it out. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. We'll figure it out.
God.
Okay.
All right. Wait, is paintball outside?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, of course it is. All right. Josh said he thought it was inside. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you.
So alright, I'll tweak some shit to do paintball.
Yeah.
But I can't go to the party.
You got a show?
No, it's a
Different thing. Got
different
it.
thing.
This was a good podcast. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, you enjoyed this?
I enjoyed this. Hey, anyone watching, and it's probably gonna be a decent amount because my normal friends watch these for some reason, and my mom watches these, and she's not gonna like that I said that thing about her. She's not gonna like that I mentioned how she thinks I should quit. But
Hi, Brian's mom.
hey, mom. But I think it's a good podcast.
Thanks.
What do we learn? Balance, go with the flow, trust the process.
Yeah.
We're doing fine. All things are up, baby.
Yeah, we are. That's this podcast.
Bang, bang.